In the year 845 CE, a Persian caravan vanished on the eastern stretch of the Silk Road. No bodies were found. No horse tracks remained. But carved into the side of a broken wagon was a single symbol, a crescent blade crossed with a strip of silk. To every trader who saw it, one thing became clear. She was back. The woman they feared more than thieves, more than warlords, more than the Mongols themselves, the pirate queen of the Silk Road. The Silk Road was not a single path, but a web of deserts, mountains, and hidden valleys connecting Asia's greatest empires. Gold from Persia, silk from China, spices from India, iron from Rome. Everything flowed through this fragile artery. And yet sometime in the 9th century, the flow slowed. Caravans whispered of ambushes that left no bodies. Envoys spoke of riders who appeared and vanished like ghosts, and all of them blamed one woman. She was known by a dozen names. In Chinese border logs, she is Shujinra, the woman of the red veil. In Persian poetry, she is the Phantom Bride. In Turkic stories, she is simply the Sandstorm. No one agreed on where she came from. Some said she was the lost daughter of a Tang noble. Others claimed she was the child of a Persian general, betrayed by his own soldiers. But the most frightening rumor was the simplest. She had no homeland at all, only followers who would die before they revealed her face. Her first appearance in written history is a single line in a Tang military report. A woman leads them. She knows our roots. That detail terrified the generals. The Silk Road depended on secrecy, hidden wells, safe valleys, seasonal paths, known only to trusted merchant families, yet this woman predicted their movements as if she walked beside them. And she did not attack for wealth alone. She attacked for information. Shujinra mastered something far more valuable than gold: knowledge. She intercepted royal messengers, bribed desperate monks, recruited runaway wives who knew the darkest secrets of noble homes. In a world where written letters could unseat kings, she controlled the flow of ink. She did not need an army. She had something stronger. Leverage with it, she forced governors to pay her directly. She made feuding tribes negotiate through her. She even controlled which routes stayed open and which were left to die in the sand. Rumors spread that she had built a hidden city somewhere in the Taklamakan Desert, a place no army ever reached. Merchants spoke of a settlement protected by dunes that moved like waves, visible only to those she allowed, in whether the city was real or myth. Something was undeniable. Her influence was everywhere. Former slaves became her scouts. Widowed women became her spies. Monks carried her coded messages from oasis to oasis. She created an empire without borders, ruled not by law or blood, but by loyalty. Her rule had one strange law: no caravan carrying medicine, grain, or pilgrims would ever be touched. Some trade caravans even claimed she protected them. If bandits approached, red-veiled riders appeared first. It was as if she was creating her own order in a world ruled by chaos, an order shaped by a queen whom no king had crowned. But power invites enemies. The Tang dynasty put a bounty so large on her head that entire tribes abandoned farming to hunt for her. Persia issued a decree promising land and gold to anyone who delivered her alive. And yet, she evaded them all. She vanished into storms, slipped through mountain passes, and when cornered, seemed to disappear entirely. The more they chased her, the more myth she became. Her downfall, however, did not come from an emperor. It came from a merchant she once protected, a wealthy silk trader, desperate for the bounty and pressured by Tang officials, betrayed her location. At dawn, elite shadow guards surrounded her camp. These were assassins trained to erase entire bloodlines without a trace. They rushed in with torches and spears, prepared for a bloody fight, but there was none. Inside the camp, they found empty tents, still warm embers, half-eaten food, blankets arranged as if the people sleeping there had vanished moments before. And in the center of the camp, pinned to the sand by a dagger, was her red veil. That was the last official record of Shujinra. Yet the legend didn't end there. For decades afterward, caravans claimed that red-veiled riders still appeared before sandstorms. Corrupt officials woke to find secret letters exposing their crimes, signed only with a crescent blade and a silk thread. Lost travelers were rescued by an unnamed woman who guided them to safety before fading into the dunes. Even rival tribes said they saw a phantom caravan moving across the desert under moonlight, leaving no tracks behind. Historians argue about who she truly was. A warlord, a renegade noblewoman, a myth shaped by countless storytellers. But the people of the desert do not argue. To them, the pirate queen of the Silk Road was real, a ruler who needed no throne, a leader chosen not by birth, but by the broken and forgotten, the ones who found a place in her unseen empire. Power, she understood, does not always come from armies or crowns. Sometimes it comes from the simple act of choosing your own fate, and Shujinra chose the desert.